The secret move everyone thought the door was closing. For months, the rumors were flying. We knew the regulations were tightening. We knew the US government was looking closely at DJI. And for a while, it looked like the standard Pocket 4 might be the last major release we saw slip through easily. But it turns out, while everyone was watching the front door, DJI was busy unlocking the back door. Just when we thought we had the full picture, a new document surfaced that changes everything we thought we knew about the next generation of handheld cameras. The real Pro model, we aren't just getting a Pocket 4, we are getting something much more powerful, something that DJI quietly, almost secretly, pushed through the regulatory process at the very last second. If you care about vlogging, filmmaking, or just the future of camera tech, you need to hear this. Because the DJI Pocket 4 Pro is real, it is official, and the story of how it got approved is almost as interesting as the camera itself. Rewinding the rumors, let's rewind a bit. Up until very recently, all the leaks, all the whispers, and all the regulatory paperwork we could find pointed to a single device, the standard DJI Pocket 4. That is business as usual. You expect a successor to the Pocket 3. But just before the FCC situation in the United States got complicated, DJI made a move that went largely unnoticed by the general public. They quietly registered a device with the model name Pocket 4P. Decoding the P label now, in the world of tech leaks, letters matter. And in DJI's world, the letter P isn't just a random placeholder. It literally stands for Pro. This is a huge deal. DJI does not just slap the Pro label on everything. They usually register multiple variations of a product line with the FCC only when they are planning distinct, separate models. They do this when the hardware is different, when the radios are different, or when the feature set is distinctly higher end. More than a simple bundle before this specific document surfaced, I honestly thought DJI might just treat the Pro version like a bundle. You know how they do the creator combo. I thought maybe the Pro would just be the standard Pocket 4 with a better microphone and a tripod. That was the safe assumption. But that assumption does not hold water anymore. This filing proves that the Pocket 4 Pro is a fully separate device with its own internal hardware. The critical date here is where the story gets dramatic. It is all about the timing. According to the new camera documentation, the DJI Pocket 4 Pro received its FCC certification on December 22, 2025. The FCC ban deadline, you might be wondering, why does that date matter? It matters because it was essentially the final buzzer. On that exact same day, December 22nd, the FCC updated its covered list. This list includes newly authorized foreign-produced drones and UAS components. Under this new, broader action, DJI was effectively brought under a framework that prevents the FCC from issuing new equipment authorization for future DJI models in the US. A narrow escape. Think about how close that is. It is not a matter of months or weeks. It was hours. The Pocket 4 Pro cleared the FCC just in time. If they had waited a week, or maybe even a few days, this camera might never have seen a US launch. That approval places the device into what is called the standard post-grant confidentiality phase. This creates a very specific timeline for us to watch. The confidentiality clock usually, this confidentiality window lasts for 180 days. During this time, the FCC keeps the juicy stuff hidden. We are talking about internal photos, schematics, block diagrams, and the user manual. They keep this secret to protect the company's trade secrets. However, once that 180-day timer runs out, all of that information could surface publicly. But here is the thing about DJI, they rarely wait that long. Launch prediction: DJI's track record shows that they almost always launch the product well before this window closes. Once they have the FCC grant, the device is legally approved for sale in the United States. The confidentiality period is there to hide the tech from competitors, not to delay the release. So, realistically, this points to a launch happening very soon. We are likely looking at a Pocket 4 launch first, followed closely by the Pocket 4 Pro. It is unlikely they will do a long, staggered rollout where you have to wait 6 months for the Pro. They cleared the paperwork to sell it now. Breaking down the specs now, let's get into the specs, because this is where we see why this is a Pro model and not just a minor update. The FCC label itself gives us some massive clues. It lists the model number as PP041. Along with that, we see additional Canadian certifications, which confirm massive battery upgrade. The battery is listed at 7.4 volts, 1545 mAh, and 11.96 watt-hours. If you are not a tech nerd, let me explain why those numbers are exciting. These figures hint that this is not just a slightly tweaked Pocket 4. This is a robust power system. It suggests a device that needs more juice, likely to power more demanding internal hardware. High-performance radios. Then there is the SAR testing. SAR stands for Specific Absorption Rate, which basically measures radio frequency energy. The Pocket 4P passes all the FCC limits comfortably, so it is safe. But the 5 GHz Wi-Fi extremity values are noticeably higher than what you would typically expect from a basic compact camera. They are well within legal limits, but high values like this usually indicate high-performance radios. Why power matters? This lines up perfectly with what we have been hearing quietly in the industry for a while. The Pro model likely is not just about slightly better stabilization or a tiny bump in sensor size. High-performance radios and bigger batteries are usually there to support a heavier data load. And why would a pocket camera need to handle more data? The dual lens rumor. This brings us to the biggest rumor of all. The Pocket 4 Pro is rumored to feature a dual lens setup. The Air 3S inspiration. We have seen this approach before. Think about the DJI Air 3S drone. It has 2 cameras to give you different focal lengths and different perspectives without losing quality. If DJI brings that technology to the Pocket series, the Pro branding finally makes perfect sense. Imagine having your standard wide-angle lens for vlogging, but then instantly switching to a telephoto lens for cinematic B-roll or portrait shots, all in a device that fits in your pocket. That is the dream. Filmmaking revolution. If this rumor holds true, it fundamentally changes what this camera is. It stops being just a vlogging tool and becomes a complete filmmaking rig. The higher Wi-Fi specs also suggest better transmission capabilities, maybe for wireless monitoring or faster transfer speeds for those massive high-resolution files. Strategic launch questions. So, the real question now isn't, does the Pocket 4 Pro exist? We know it does. The government paperwork proves it. The real question is how DJI plans to position it. Will they launch it weeks after the standard Pocket 4 to get people to double dip? Or will they drop them back to back? Future-proofing the US market. My opinion. This is DJI's way of future-proofing their lineup in the US. By getting the Pro model approved right before the regulatory door slams shut, they have ensured they have a flagship product to sell for the next year or two, regardless of what new laws get passed. They cut it close, extremely close, but they made it. The final verdict: this device represents a massive leap forward. If it really has that dual lens system and the battery life to back it up, the Pocket 4 Pro is going to be the camera to beat this year. It turns the Pocket from a fun gadget into a professional tool. Closing thoughts: we are going to be watching the release dates very closely. The timeline is ticking, and with the approval already in hand, it could drop any day now. Call to action: if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, share the video with your tech-loving friends, and hit the bell up.